Good morning, students. You're welcome in the YouTube channel of Government College Chhabra in the series of the lectures on literary terms. Today we will discuss about some more literary terms. So, let's start. Today I want to start the lecture with the term advanced pronunciation. As the name pronunciation shows that this term is related to linguistics. In linguistics, John Lgo defines this as an early instance of a historical sound change in progress. This early adoption of a new pronunciation is the opposite of retarded pronunciation, in which an older pronunciation lingers in a dialect even after a newer pronunciation appears in other regions. Further, adventure novel. It's a very important genre of English literature, and it is one of the latest genres of English literature. So let's know what is an adventure novel. Any novel driven is exciting events and fast paced actions are more important than character development. Theme or symbolism. Examples include Alexander Dumas' The Count of Monte Cristo, The Three Musketeers, H. Rider Haggard's King Solomon's Mines, and Edgar Rice Burroughs' Tarzan of the Apes. AESC also is spelled as ASH in Anglo-Saxon, a letter in the Old Norse runic alphabet, indicating the sound I, as in the word "it." AESC lends its name to the letter "ish", commonly used in Anglo-Saxon manuscript. Aesopic language. In Russian criticism, the name of oppositional political writing hidden in circumlocution, fables, and vague references so that it can bypass official censorship. Hawkins first. The term refers to Aesop's Fabula, a collection of beast fables into which simple stories about animals contained morals or messages between the lines, so to speak. The coinage of the term comes from Celtico, who is both the first to use the term in this sense and the one to whom many modern Russian critics consider the best example of such writings. Aesthetic distance. An effect of tone, diction, and presentation in poetry, creating a sense of an experience removed from irrelevant or accidental events. This sense of intentional focus seems intentionally organized or framed by events in the poem so that it can't be more fully understood by quiet contemplation. Typically, the reader is less emotionally involved or impatient, reacting to the material in a calmer manner. Aestheticism. There are so many interpretations of this term. In general, any literary movement that encourages critical or artistic focus on the experience of beauty rather than focuses on didactic messages or seeking truth. Secondly, more specifically, a Victorian literary movement in the 19th century, spearheaded by Walter Peter believed the goal of art was to make those experiencing it live their lives more intensely and encourage the pursuit of the beauty. So, there are two meanings, a general meaning and a specific interpretation of the term. In general, a literary movement encourages critical or aesthetic focus on the experience of beauty rather than focus on didactic message or seeking the truth. Specifically, a Victorian literary movement in the 19th century, spearheaded by Walter Pater. Pater believed that the goal of art was to make those experiencing it live their lives more intensely and encourage the pursuit of beauty. Epics. James Lgo defines an epics as a morpheme added to a base or stem to modify its meaning. James Lgo, a linguist, defines an affix as a morpheme added to the base or stem to modify its meaning. If an affix attaches to the beginning of a stem or base word, the affix is called prefix. If an affix is attached to the end of a stem, the affix is called suffix. From Old English, modern English speakers gained prefixes like unlike, undo, unafraid. From Latin began prefixes like redo, replay, reactivate. From Old English began suffixes such as dom, kingdom, freedom. From Latin began suffixes such as escient, beautician, mortician, and orium, postorium, idesta, a Baptist personage. From Greek Aegean began the popular verb ending "ize", criticize, harmonize, pasteurize, even neologism like finalize. Next term is related to affix, which is affixation, making word by adding an affix to a previously existing base word or stem. For instance, the affix ly can be added to the base word or stem quick to create the word quickly. This process is affixation. See also affix. This contrasts with declension. Applicative. This is also related to linguistics. A sound stop with a fricative release. Applicative means a sound stop with a fricative release. Applicative involves a stop plus a movement through a fricative position. Edesta, the blade of the tongue, initially moves up in the position of a stop, but then moves through a fricative or spirant position rather than remaining in the stop position. The applicatives include two different sounds. The first sound is found in judge. Jam, soldier, spinac. The second applicative sound is that sound found in church, butcher, itch, niche, cello, etc. Afro-Asiatic, a family of languages separate from Indo-European languages. So this is a family of languages which is separate from Indo-European languages. The two main branches of Afro-Asiatic are Hamitic and Semitic. So there are two branches of Afro-Asiatic language family. First is Hamitic and second is Semitic. Other examples of non-Indo-European languages can't be found elsewhere on elsewhere into the world. Agglu- agglutinative. 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 The spelling is Agglutinative. Agglutinative.